Alrighty, so the first thing we'll start with is steep turns. Steep turn.
Steep turns. We'll start a steep turn to the right.
There's our stall.
The wind would be coming this way, and then we would do a slip. Like that?
Yep. And do whatever you have to stay over the outer ring of the field.
Alright, pre-takeoff flaps are up. Extra best power vehicle rich. Alright. Carb heat is off. Transponder's on. Heading bug we won't worry about right now, right?
Yeah.
Doors and windows. Slate traffic says the 519901, taking off runway 18, departing to the southwest. Slate. Alright, at this point we'll go heels to the floor, we'll get on center line. Not much crosswind, looks like it's pretty much straight down the chute, maybe a tad. Alright, full power.
And don't forget to call out that your oil temperatures and pressures are still in the green.
Pressures are green, airspeed's alive, temperature looks good. Looking for a 55. There it is.
Do some of that right rudder in.
He was a little heavier than normal.
That could be all the extra fuel. Yeah. Alrighty, so the first thing we'll start with is steep turns. Steep turn.
Steep turns. We'll start a steep turn to the right.
Airspeed's getting slow and bank's good. There we go. Do you feel your face sagging yet?
Yeah.
Do you remember where we were looking?
Yeah, right about here. I passed it a little bit.
There's your wake. So we're halfway done.
Yep, I descended a little bit, but... we need more bank. Go.
More bank. There you go. Oh!
Lane traffic, Cherokee 3676 Romeo on runway 18, going to take off, lane traffic.
So that was fine. I'm actually pretty impressed. But we always start with a left turn and then a right turn.
Okay.
And don't forget to clear the area with clearing turns.
That's right.
Today I'm not really worried about it, but whenever you go with Sunny, he's going to want to see those.
Good.
Alright, let's do slow flight.
Slow flight in like landing configuration?
Yeah, that's all we do, slow flight in.
Okay. Alright, so we can throw one notch flap down.
And let's hold 5,500.
Okay. And we're in our second arc, our white arc.
And we'll hold 55. And go ahead and give me a left turn to 120.
120.
And remember, slow flight equals slow turn. Alrighty, show me a slow descent and slow flight to 5,300.
A descent?
Yep. And we're holding 55, remember? So that's probably going to be good. You don't want to descend too fast in slow flight.
It's amazing how hazy it is out here every single day.
Oh yeah, and today's really good actually, compared to how it has been. And we'll do a power on stall.
Alright.
And that's close enough to our rotate, so we'll go up to like 2,200 RPM.
And the stupid student pilot pulls up way too hard.
Yep, make sure you're coordinated, right?
Yep.
There we go.
Yeah, better right rudder.
Stall!
Come on. Power back. back a little bit maybe.
Yep, and keep holding back pressure. There's our stall. So if we start going to the right, you need to kick in left rudder.
Yeah, I was just a little bit late on
that
it.
nose down and full power, and we're leveling off, so don't lose any airspeed because we don't want to go into another. And slowly climb away from the ground. Good job.
A little bit late on that left rudder.
Yeah, we started to spin. Wouldn't have that been fun?
That would have been awesome.
I really wish I could do one with you. I do. Because they are freaking fun. Alright, we can level off at 5,500 and we'll turn back towards Wilson. Wilson! And we'll do a power off stall.
Okay. Alright, there's Wilson. There we go. Alright, I'll hold that. Power back. 1 notch flaps.
And remember, we'll hold our 65, which is our best glide speed. So start walking those flaps in.
And start the stall.
We'll pitch down for 65, so like we're gliding. 1, 2, 3, and now you start your flare too early.
Too early.
Stupid student pilot.
Yeah.
Keep holding back. Keep holding back. There it is.
There it is.
Full power.
Full power.
And push that nose down. We want to build up that airspeed.
Nose down, immediately walk out 1 set of flaps.
Okay. Make sure we're holding level flight or climbing before you take out that notch. And you'll do the same with this one. Okay. Oh no! Oh no!
Alright, so first place we're going to pitch for about 68. About right there.
Lighting traffic, this Cessna 2561 uniform departing.
Alright, now we're looking for the best place to land.
180.
So there's a highway here that goes to our right, so we can start moving that way. Maybe that straightaway down over there.
Okay.
So we're holding our airspeed, and at this point we go to checklist. Alright, so we are carb heat on, we pull that out, carb heat on. We're noting our wind direction, so we are heading south, so we should have a headwind. At this point we are going mixture of full rich, fuel selectors on both, and then we'll do a primer lock, holding our airspeed still, and then we'll try a mag start. Okay? Alright, so that does not start. At this point we're going 121.5 here, we're going 7700 there, we're declaring Mayday, that we are in emergency. And then we're going mixture out, fuel cutoff, and then throttle idle, and then seat belts, flaps as needed. We're still maintaining our airspeed. We've gained a little bit of speed. Okay, then master and mags are going off. We're unlatching the doors, and then we're putting her down.
Okay. So let's say right now we don't want our flaps, right?
Yeah.
What if we want them later?
Well, if we want them later, then we'll keep our master on, considering we're not in a fire situation.
Alrighty, that'll work.
So I'm looking at this big old straight
Flight traffic King Air
runway over here, or road over here. I don't see any cars. I don't see any power lines.
That King Air is finally taking off. Dang it.
I can maintain coordination and probably hold my glide radius.
Yes.
I can probably pitch for a little bit closer to our airspeed, and we've got this road pretty much made here. Just got to watch for oncoming vehicles and power lines and whatnot.
Okay, do we look like we're going to be clear of all power lines?
Yeah, I think so. I don't see
So let's say we notice that there's power lines up there and we want to get down. How should we do that?
So we would go
we could
rudder into the wind,
methods.
and we would do a slip.
Ailerons into the wind, rudder opposite.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah,
so we can either do a forward
opposite.
slip, so go ahead and show me one real quick.
So the wind would be coming this way, and then we would do a slip like that.
Yep, and make sure, so we can do it more aggressive like this, and then make sure you're holding that airspeed. Okay, and go ahead and go around.
Alright. Full power, level flight, and we can climb away.
Climb away. One thing that we want to do is we want to try to get the plane restarted as fast as possible.
Right.
So we're doing our ABC, so airspeed, best place to land, found it, okay, I'm sticking with it, and checklist. So mixture full, fuel selector both, carb heat on, primer in and locked, master on, and mags trying to restart just in case we accidentally flicked one to the left or to the right.
Yep.
And then if we don't have time, and we don't really have the time, then we're just trying to shut everything off real fast, right?
Right, yeah. Fuel first and mags, master.
Now, if we're 200 feet above the ground, we're probably not even trying to turn the plane back on. We'll give it a quick little like, oh, master, mags on, and then we're focused on flying the plane.
Maybe if you could at least cut the mixture, you know.
Yeah. But if we have time, that's where you'll read out the no restart.
Right.
Alrighty, so we're at 5,000. What I want you to do now is I want you to give me an emergency descent down to 4,000. You remember how to do just a regular emergency descent?
Well, we just cut the throttle and...
Cut the throttle. We'll get flaps full, and we'll go to like 83. So we want to do that as soon as possible. Start slowing down, and now you can put your flaps 20 and 30 in. And start pushing that nose down. Yep, keep pushing that nose down. Make sure your power all the way idle. There we go.
There we go.
And we want 30 degrees of bank.
Oh, 30 degrees of bank.
Yeah.
All right.
And push the nose forward some because we're going to be able to go even faster. As long as we don't go above 85. There we go. Ah! And we'll keep turning and burning, baby.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, and we're coming up on our altitude within 200 feet. And you can slowly start to level off. And start adding that power back in. And start walking those flaps out. Alrighty, now just cruise on out. And the sick passenger is no longer sick, thank goodness.
Yeah.
And we can pick a point for turns around a point.
Alright, so we were going to enter that on the downwind, which we were already going. So, I'm actually looking at this lake over here. It looks pretty circular.
It's easier if you pick something that has a center point. Because, like, those fields are easy because they have a center point still, whereas those lakes don't.
So here's a turn road right here in front of us that maybe we can catch if we come this way a little bit.
Okay. And remember, we circle around it 2 wise.
Yes. Alright, so on our downwind here, this is going to be our steepest.
Yep, and do whatever you have to stay over the outer ring of the field. But yes, it's good to know that if you have a higher ground speed, you're going to have a steeper bank. Now watch your real airspeed on your instrument. So you're starting to cut in too much. You should be at a shallower bank right here.
Yeah, we did cut it a little bit.
So just correct that on the next turn. And please add some power. I don't want to do this at 80 knots because we could get to an accelerated stall and that's no fun. Thank you. Okay, so last time you kept too much bank in right here and you're starting to do it again. There you go.
There we go.
So you can take a little bit of that power out and you're climbing. So be watching your altitude. Don't just look at your point. Because you're not only looking at your point, you're looking at your airspeed and altitude, and you're looking for traffic still. And that'll work. Alrighty, and then we can do S-turns.
I'll get right over here. At this point, we'll start our turn.
Keep that steeper bank in. You didn't go steep enough. Because our road's right here that we want to finish over the top of. So steepen up.
Funny traffic.
Okay, now start to kind of shallow out.
Left downwind on runway 18.
Alright, so you gotta find that point before.
1, 2, 3, we'll go again.
So follow the power lines up, because that's our next point. And wings level. Goody goody.
Slate traffic Cessna 51901. We're 4 nautical miles to the south. We'll be joining the left downwind for runway 18. Slate. And we're being 1,000 footers. We can pull a little bit of power to descend and drop 10 degrees of flaps.
Plane traffic, Cherokee 3676 Romeo, left downwind on runway 18. Plane traffic.
Slate traffic Cessna 51901, turning left base for runway 18. Slate. And we'll start our final. Slate traffic Cessna 51901 on final, runway 18. Slate. We're a little high, a little fast. We'll pull a little bit of power.
Okay.
Plane traffic, Cherokee 3676 Romeo, turning left base on runway 18. Plane traffic.
I had to touch more power just to get us there. Pull it back out. A little high still, so we can probably go power idle. About right there. Alright, power idle. I'm bringing in the ground effect. Roll balloon. Yeah, we'll start our flare. Opted.
Yeah, it just caught a gust right there as soon as we touched down, so all that extra
Plane
airflow
traffic,
going.
Cherokee 3676 Romeo,
And
turning
my flight
final.
controls.
Your flight controls.
Runway 18.